What up, you guys? It's your boy Mike. Oh my god. And like, what? I'm back. So, versus the Dolphins. Here's a good question. Why are these a 90 overall? Who did the Dolphins have on their team to make them a 90 overall? I don't know, but I better win. That's what I know. We're 86 overall, but I still want to win. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm 2-0 in this league. Bengals 2-0. The Dolphins 1-1. This playoff push look good right now. I want to see how long we can go without losing. If we can go without losing into the Super Bowl, I am optimistic.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs to try to control the pace of the game. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bengals. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 3 matchup.
Bengals, Dolphins, coming up on EA Sports. The season moving quickly already as we get set for today's Week 3 matchup.
Oh, it's you out.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz alongside Phil Simms. And Phil, we've prepared for this game by talking to the players and the coaches. What do you expect?
Jim, you know, just talking to the coaches, talking to both of them,
look at
how
me.
fired up they were.
Yeah.
So if the coaches are that fired
Be
up,
hype.
can you imagine how the players are going to be? Their emotions are going to be at sky-high level. That means we are going to have
we got rid of
a
what's his
game.
name.
It's going to be a lot of fun to
Super
watch.
duper.
The
I've
Dolphins
never
are ready to run
played
back
against
this
that
kick.
guy.
And Graham Gano has this one teed up as they gear up for kick.
Okay, so I do know why they're good. Because of him. Oh yeah, let's go.
Matt Bosher ready to punt.
Bosser can't punt. He really can't. Oh my god.
And no return as this goes for a touchback.
I was trying to
Luck's
move
going to
and make him
jog
run
out to the huddle
and catch
now.
at the same
7
time.
years in the
Didn't
league
happen.
and 7 years of vast experiences. First down, offense readying for the snap. Luck's
I didn't want
lining
this
up
play.
in the pistol. The Bengals line up in the pistol offense. They'll go ground and a run right up the middle. Brought down at the 29. It's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
Andrew Luck under center. The Bengals have it at the 29. Luck, handoff, tackles made, and that'll move the chain.
Nice job that time. The run play gets the first down. You move those chains. Hey, it's kind of fun to watch a team tough enough and patient enough to run the football to get these first downs instead of throwing it all the time.
The Bengals take it from the 33. Staying with the running game on first down.
He could have got more yards.
Here's the Bengals line up on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. Second down and 5. Right back to him. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Wow.
Excellent job of just picking up the first down. This offense is hot. Another first down, and they are moving down the field.
Fumble. Ooh, where's the safety? They have no safety.
Andrew Luck under center. Now 1st and 10. Finds his mark. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
2nd down, even after the completion. Handoff made. Levy's in on the tackle.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the 1st down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Luck set in the pistol. Catch is made by Dwayne Bowe.
When you play this cover 3 defense, just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern at time?
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Oh, it's man.
2nd and 4. Throws the pass. Brings it in. Taken down at the 27.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
It's Luck out of the pistol. 1st down at the 27. We'll run it. Here's the handoff. A tackle behind the line. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback space. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Luck out of the gun. Looking across the middle, makes the reception. Reed's there to make the tackle.
Nobody cares. Just get the job done. Throw it deep down the field or throw it short to the running back and look at those extra yards after the short pass.
3rd and 2. Handoff. That's a gain of 7.
7. Oh, God.
1st down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
This long drive continues.
This guy is touching.
1st and 10. Throwing out to his left. Scores the touchdown.
And broke that tackle. Let's go.
This goes to show you got to practice everything in the NFL. On both sides of the ball, you can tell the offense has practiced this quite a bit. The receivers were in position.
Get off me, son. Oh, my God.
The Dolphins can tie it up with the point after. He made it.
This is why I don't kick it to him.
1 quarter complete, and we'll take a break as you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders, the official shampoo of the NFL.
We're back here in this low-scoring affair. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Bengals come out for the next possession. With this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Yard. Second down.
Let's see how the screen goes.
Luck's setting up now in the pistol. They're going to get him here for a sack.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
They come to the line on third down. They did an excellent job of executing in these spots last week. Luck's going to be in the pistol here.
Just a quick drop back.
He'll throw it over the middle.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Not far from the first down. They're going to go for it. The Bengals come out in the pistol. Three-step drop. Ooh, they failed to pick up the first, and the ball will go back to the other side.
The Bengals decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off.
Stupid.
And lining up for a 44-yard field goal. And he converts here on the field goal try.
You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
And he steps out of the field of play. The Bengals are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 19. Catch made. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts them in great position for a second down play call.
The Bengals continue to find themselves in games that come down to the wire. A week ago, they secured a victory, but they trail in this one right now, partner.
In the NFL, your whole season really revolves around how you play in the close games. If you don't perform well in the close games, you're not going to go to the playoffs.
First down here after the run. Wide receivers are bunched up. They motion the receiver around to the other side. First down at the 32. To Bo. Allen's the one who brings him to the ground.
Jim, they call that a post route. Do you know why? Of course you don't know why. The wide receiver is running towards the goal post, so they call it a post route.
Andrew Luck under center. First down at the 49. To the ground. Brought down at the 44.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The wide receiver in motion.
Second down and 5.
Throws the pass. Complete to Nix. That brings the play to an end.
That's a good job that time by the quarterback getting that pass completion. Now it makes third down very manageable for him.
Two-minute warning. Third down. The jumbo set on the field. Here's the handoff. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up.
Another first down by the offense. The defense is definitely getting fatigued, and when you get fatigued, you cannot think, so look out.
New set of downs now after center. Out to the left. Caught for the first down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Looking to go up top again on first down. He's brought down. They'll take the snap from inside the red zone. A week ago, they had a lot of success inside the 20. They feed it to him one more time. That's a gain of 6. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here. Another handoff right back to him. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The long drive continues. 2nd down and 11. Middle.
Look at Andrew Luck.
What a drive this has been. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Powers his way across. Touchdown.
He made it. That's too easy.
Oh, what a good job there by the offense. 3rd and goal. And what do? They run the football against the defense. And nice job getting the touchdown.
Getting off the field now.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. First down on the way. The give up the middle. That'll stop the play right there.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Offense lines up here.
Andrew Luck in shotgun formation.
Sticks to his hands. Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
The Bengals that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and this 3rd down's much easier with this situation.
3rd down and 2. They'll run it here. This offense can't be stopped on 3rd down no matter the distance.
Well, the defense, they give up a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Makes the reception and a gain of 4.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
Luck's back in shotgun formation.
The defense gets the sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Coming to the sack for a 3rd time. Hakeem Nicks hauls it in. Offense still on the field here on 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 4 for the first.
The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Bengals have it at the 44.
With 2 hands, he has it. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
I don't know if I agree with that call going forward on 4th down here in the second half when you got a little lead, but the coach is confident. They go for it on 4th down. They pick it up, and that keeps the drive going.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 45.
He's stacked up at that point.
Well, here we are in the second half of a tight game, and you always hear this: control the tempo of the game, just move the chains, and that's what the offense did that time. Picked up the first down and just keep marching from here.
Almost intercepted.
Oh my God, this is why I'm calling
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
2nd down following that incompletion.
He'll be intercepted.
Luck will take the snap from the gun. Has his target.
He's brought to a halt.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
They connect on that pass play, but it's still third down. This has been a long drive so far. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Cincinnati is in for the score.
Right when he came up and hit me, I said, that's a touchdown. Call for the ball.
That was a nice job that time by the offense, driving down for the touchdown to increase their lead. That really takes a lot of pressure off their defense.
No points.
Chip shot here. Drives it through for the field goal.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending, they did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
1st and 10. Looks to his left, and the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 35. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got this nigga.
2nd down and 2. Looking across the middle, the Bengals now move the chains.
No. What?
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And as the 3rd quarter comes to a close, we'll take a short break before the beginning of the final quarter here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The Bengals offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. They come to the line of scrimmage, 1st down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
The
final quarter underway now with this snap. Could have been intercepted. Looking ahead, the Dolphins will be on the road in New York next week, while the Bengals will be on the road in Pittsburgh. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. The defense comes out in the dime. They've come out in the dime package. Play action. Luck. Catch is made by Dwayne Bowe.
Well, that's just a good old physical run by the offense there, and it's good for a few yards. It gets them another 1st down.
1st down here after the completion. Has his man. Picked up a couple that time.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Well, they did it again.
2nd and goal from the 6.
What the?
Pass is intercepted. A foot race to the end zone. Got a big lane. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, on defense, to make a play like this, so much of it is about timing.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. And he's met head on right there at the 20. First down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Gets the handle here. Brought down at the 26. And now they'll try over again on second down. Nickel formation here for the defense. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Second down, 4 to go. The catch is made. Gains 19. One team's running the football, the other is passing, but both are working with their game plans.
Yeah, they both are working. As you look down there on the field, one set of running backs are really happy. On the other side, the wide receiver group, they're really happy. So as long as you get it done, that's all that matters.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Luck out of the gun. Secures it with two hands. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The Bengals have been very good throwing the football today. Luck's been efficient. He's been finding his targets, and he's getting it done.
He is showing why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. When you take his talent and you put along with it great decisions, you get something special on the field. If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
It's Luck out of the pistol. First down at the 38. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Second and 10. Will go ground. They'll mark him at the 34.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. The game is tied, and time is a factor. Luck's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Has his man. This time, they fail to pick up the first on third down. A rare occurrence here today. Time is running out. The game is tied, and the defense must do whatever it can to not give up a score. The Bengals snap it at the 31. Got the completion. Brown's there to make the tackle.
Well, I like the decision that time to go for it on fourth and short. You got some big old hogs up front. They're pretty strong, so it's fourth down. Go for it, and you pick it up.
The Bengals from the 22 will go ground. Tackles made. 2 minutes to go in the second half. Second down coming up. Mounting a serious drive. He'll throw it over the middle. Nix is tackled down.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
Off offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive. Marching down the field and taking their time. Third and 5. Throws to the right. Reaches out and grabs it.
Well, we see it more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but
for it on 4th down. Late stages. The Dolphins set at the line. Dime package. Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. Eyeing that left side. Has it right on the sideline. Inbounds.
anytime you give a quarterback that kind of...
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bengals come onto the field for their next series. The Dolphins defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. And they tackle him there at the 34. That's second down coming up. Quickly to the line. Luck, handoff. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Nothing fancy about that, but it's a good run. Gets a first down. Now the offense has 3 more chances.
The defense comes out in the nickel. The Bengals snap it at the 36. And it's Darrell Washington who makes the tackle.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Second down and 5. Andrew Luck, look at that arm strength. Almost intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. He's got the catch. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. Being a go-to target, Phil, I think you would say every quarterback needs one. In fact, one just like this guy.
Well, I know this. They need one. I know they all want one. And as a wide receiver, some guys, it doesn't matter if you double team him every single play. They just have the knack and the talent to find a way to get them.
They catch the ball.
And here we have second down.
And just let it fly.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Quarters formation here for the defense. To Bo. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Needing 5 to move the chains. Andrew Luck under center. The Bengals snap it at the 41. Complete to Nix. He's tackled at the 30.
Well, that's performing under some tough circumstances. Anytime it's 4th down on the offensive side, you go for it, and you find a way to throw that pass short and pick up the first down. That's pretty good stuff.
Tackle made by Levy that time. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. play after play after play here on this drive. They'll run it with him again. Taken down just 2 yards short of the first.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
This long drive continues. The Bengals from the 22. Again, they'll lean on him. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That is a nice job by the running back there. He knew it was 3rd and short, so he put that big old body up in there and grinds out the first down.
The long drive continues. Luck's got it in the gun. Hakeem Nicks hauls it in. Good piece of tackling.
This defense is so fast. They even get faster down in the red zone. That time the throw it's caught by the receiver, but nowhere to go. They converge and make the tackle.
He'll fire it out to the left. And for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
What a drive this has been. 3rd and 7. Throw to the left. Catch is made by Dwayne Bowe. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Handoff made. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. First down here after the run. This has been a long drive so far. Mounting a serious drive. He's going to get another carry. And Washington's all over that offense and brings him down.
Good job.
Why did he do a field goal? I'm so done. I'm so done. He did a field goal. Why? Explain to me why. You're stupid. We had the game. But then they took me out. Why? I just don't understand. And I had 2 drops. Hey, how many tackles this nigga? He had 18. Man, we gave this nigga the doggone record. Whatever. I still lost, so I'm not upset about that. And it's not even my fault. The interception, maybe. But everything else, I did my job. I dropped the ball twice, so I was pissed off about that. But why? And we lost at the last second too, I bet. Stupid. Good game, even though we lost. Alright, y'all, I'm out. Peace.